Hey there, today I wanted to make an Esper cycle tier list. No, I haven't talked too much about Esper cycles themselves outside of character guides, but let's start with the most controversial maybe, Remora, shall we? I think it goes in D tier, and why is because there's almost no mobs that are worth decreasing their movement and attack speed. The only mobs that are really worth it was maybe the Fox on floor 8. But even when you do reduce the movement speed and the attack speed, the dodge timing gets really messed up. And it's super hard to dodge, and with how important dodging is right now in the end game, you basically get free shotted. Having a buff that messes up your dodge timing makes it just so much harder to clear, so I would never do this. Next up, let's go with Blossom. I don't think anybody's gonna be surprised by this. S tier easily, in my opinion. It is so incredibly strong, mostly because you can have 3 Vita bots up at the same time and they shoot every 2 seconds. On top of that, you have characters like Gioan that increases it even further. So Vita bots or Blossom is insane. It's like 6k every 2 seconds. It's like 3k a second, which is really good. Let's go with Nova next. Inflicts Nova on the tile for 5 seconds, trigger an Esper cycle when the effect ends. The tile takes massive mental damage. Honestly, I would put it in B tier. It's good, but it's just 1 proc of extra damage every time you Esper cycle. It's not like anything crazy. I haven't seen crazy big numbers from Nova. So, I mean, I haven't tested Nova out much, so maybe my opinion in the future will change for Lacrimosa release, but Nova right now for me is a B tier. Let's do Hex. This additional instance of follow-up attack damage to the target whenever they take a Nemo incantation damage. This was actually pretty good, but I think it has to go in B tier as well. Because your auto attacks basically does nothing. The only thing this really do is on big hits like Nanali ult, it does a decent amount of damage. But overall, it doesn't really do a lot of damage. There's a lot of downtime here. If you only proc this whenever you're about to burst, in a burst team comp, it gets a lot more value. It can probably go in A tier. But currently, as a solo Esper cycle, it's not great. But if it was like your second Esper cycle in the team, it has its uses for sure. Let's go with Stain next. Honestly, Stain is probably the best buff in the entire game for Esper cycles. A 20% damage increase is way better than anything else here. It's incredibly broken. The only reason it's so bad right now is because we have no characters that can utilize this really well at all. So it's really bad, but when Chaos comes out, this is gonna be insane Esper cycle. It's gonna increase Chaos damage a lot. Unless Chaos is balanced around having this Esper cycle, this is definitely the best Esper cycle in the game, in my opinion. Then we have Scorch. And I'm tempted to put Scorch in B tier, but I am gonna put it in A tier, because it's a continuous stud that does decent amount of damage. I mean, I've seen it trigger 600-ish every second, which would be 1200, which is still like half the damage of Blossom. The big thing that Scorch suffers from is there is no dot characters that can keep security passive up all of the time, and Scorch rely on Sakiri to be strong. Without Sakiri, I would say Scorch is C tier, but Sakiri puts it in actual A tier, and she's basically needed to proc Scorch, so I don't think rating it lower because of a standard character using Scorch makes much sense. So I would definitely put it in A tier. The damage is decent, Sakiri buffs it even more, has the potential to be S tier with future dot characters, but A tier for me. This score is gonna have to go in C tier for me, and maybe some people won't agree with this, but I think break damage overall is just really weak and there isn't too much use for it right now. Obviously in the next rails it might be A tier, just because we get a damage buff when the target is broken, so breaking it more often is good, but it's never gonna be staying, you know. It's just bad, and it requires 3 different elements for the Esper cycle, and one of them only has a 5-second window to be procced, so it's just very conditional. Charge, I really want to put charge in S tier or A tier, but unfortunately, when Vita Pistol hits a target affected by Remora, due to how incredibly bad Remora is, I have to put it in D tier. If they rework Remora to like increase damage to the target during break, which is also be really good with this score, then it will instantly go up. Or they could swap Nova into Remora and make it do Cosmo or Lakshana damage, and then swap this in to do extra break damage to the target when it's broken. That would make Nova a lot better, and then would make this a lot better, and then this one would go up as well, and then everything would balance out. Unfortunately, I don't see them remaking it, so this is gonna be how I rank them for now. If Remora gets changed, Charge will get buffed because Ultimate Energy is really strong. It's just I never want to use Remora, so I never want to use Charge. That's gonna be my Esper Cycle tier list. Hope it helped you out. I hope to see you next time.